Fortune favours the brave. We're here to talk with Richard about his continuous investment in Hurco machines that's helped him produce over 45,000 parts yearly. So Richard, we've travelled down to Bournemouth today. So tell us a little bit about yourself and your company.
Well, I started my apprenticeship in 1968. I did a 6-year craft apprenticeship, and then I started my business in 1981.
Now, tell us a little bit about the history behind the company and Kanban.
Yeah, well, all the parts are all delivered on JIT Kanbans, just-in-time Kanban basis. I do 2-year price fixes with all my customers, and I just deliver parts every day.
Let's move on to the Hurco machines behind you, because you were quite an early adaptive of Hurco machines. So why was that?
Yeah, well, I like Hurco because a lot of the Hurco customers are Formula One teams. I am very interested in Formula One, so I thought, what better endorsement to buy a Hurco machine tool. So I bought my first one in 1999. I bought my second one a year later.
Now, talk us through the control and how that's made programming parts easier for you, because you're not actually programming straight from the control on the machine. You're using the same Hurco control, but on a desktop.
Yeah, I've got Hurco desktop software in my programming hub, and I program from there. Then I import the program into the control. I do very, very subtle editing. So as soon as it leaves the programming hub, it's good to go in the control.
And talk us through some of the features of the control that have been really beneficial for you in making some of these complex parts.
Well, I like the swept surface. I like 3D mode. I like the contouring. Also, I like the graphics.
So talk me through how you use the graphics to make sure your parts are going to be right when you machine them.
Well, the first thing is the first thing when you're programming anything new is your stock geometry. You must have that absolutely perfect. Then when you're doing your animation, you can then plot and make sure that you've got the part machined correctly around the stock geometry.
Now, we've spoke a bit before this, obviously, and you were saying that you do quite a lot of repetitive orders, but you don't always do them on the same machine.
No.
So how easy is it to move a program from one machine to another?
Yeah, well, I can network all the machines by importing the programming into whatever machine I want to use. Sometimes I'm using one part on the same machine, but then I'll move it about. And all that tooling there, the Hurco machines know all about that tooling.
And you do quite a lot of fixture-led work, and obviously we know the problems you can have with fixtures and Op1 and Op2. So how does the graphics make it easier to run fixture work knowing that you're not going to hit a clamp or a bolt, which we have seen before? Well,
your retract clearances are very important, aren't they? You know, so you don't want to be hitting anything. You know, you've also got a dry run facility on the control. So when you're setting all your tool geometries, I put a 50mm block on top of the work surface, and then I run the whole program with a 50mm Z offset.
Now, Richard, we're stood in front of your VM10i, and we have discussed that you have more than one Hurco. So talk us through the machines you have and the benefits of having a variety of sizes.
Well, I bought my first Max 5 control, that's a VM30i. Then I bought a VM10i, and then I bought 2 VM20i's.
And what's the benefit of having, say, a VM10 up to a VM30? Because obviously you've got a bigger bed on the VM30.
Yeah, well, I may have one operation on a VM30, and then I put a reverse operation on a VM10 or a VM20.
So the machines have done everything you've needed them to and more.
Yeah.
And I think my final question for you would be, Richard, you've been a Hurco customer for so long. Is that going to continue into the future?
Yes, yes. My mission, if you like, I've been in business 44 years now. 50 years is going to be my milestone. That's 2031. I still will be running Hurco machines.